Hello YouTubers, it's Travis. I'm back with more of the history of draft. And this time we have something I really enjoyed, which was Corsets back in the day. M19 was a really fun set, and I had a lot of fun drafting this one. Now I warn you, there's a bit of an oops that's gonna happen as we're playing through, and that's okay, because it led to a really fun situation. And I think overall, going back, I would not change anything about this. I continue to enjoy these events. We did have, again, the game mechanic and the mana leak joining us for these. I'm not sure if the game mechanic was streaming his, but I know the mana leak was. So you can also check his YouTube for that. I hope that you will enjoy the history of drafting and are looking forward to adventuring into Ravnica next, because that's where we'll be going next week. Thank you for watching. All right, welcome to M19, which I sort of remember. I remember Draconic Disciple being Banan, Phylactery Lich not being Banan, Double Cast being bad. I remember liking Havoc Devils. I think it was me and Dave were doing the reviews back when, but it didn't play well. You can probably imagine why I liked Havoc Devils. 4-mana 4/3 Trampler. Like right up my alley, but I do remember liking Draconic Disciple a lot, right? Like this gives you mana to ramp to big things, which was kind of the theme for red, green, and every Magic set ever, but especially this one. And then if you do overflow on mana, just fart out a 5/5 dragon. I'm pretty happy first picking that. Goal today is to see if we can make the finals. I've been getting my butt kicked in my own tournaments lately, so I'm gonna take this one a little more seriously. Chaos Wand, eh? I'm going to take this more seriously. Second pick's Chaos Wand. What's up, Ewan? I mean, the thing is, it was actually good. And it was something to ramp to if you think about it. I remember it being good too. I remember every once in a while activating it and my opponent was just stuffed with counter spells and stuff. Like it was really weird with timing restrictions, but it's a card. It's a real card. You can cast their counter spells, dude. It's instant speed. Sift is really good. And I don't need to be married to a particular color pair right now. This is a weird one. Luca, thank you for the raid, man. We're on our history of draft project, drafting M19 this week. Yeah, Psychic Corrosion's a card. I don't think I want to try to pull that off. I think Sift is the best card here. Let me know if you ever want to play in these, dude. I feel like they're a little too late for you. We're just getting started now, but if you ever want to, we'd love to have you. Life is always better with Luca. He's good people. My people go follow him. Like, it's no brainer. He's a great drafter, great dude. Oh yeah, dude, I love vanilla creatures. But we're doing all of the formats. We've done the 2 Ixalons and Dominaria, so this week it's this one, and then we'll be off to Ravnica. I liked Call the Cavalry. I like Goblin Instigator. I like Avon Windmage. Hey, give me Grizzly Bears, man. I don't remember the Wind Mage being as good as we thought it was going to be, and I think I would like to be green-red if possible. And there's like 2 good cards for that. I'm going to take the Instigator. Like, let's get some 2-drops and see where this takes me. I love vanilla creatures. Okay, I may not be able to avoid blue-white if we're going to get 5th pick shenanigans like this. Yeah, I could appreciate Elvis Rejuvenator there too. It's like now we're finally starting to see what's actually open, and I think it's this sort of stuff. I guess it's just really good blue-white stuff. Because I can't really do Gruul things from here. Let's take the signpost and probably build into it. Have a great night, Luca. Thank you very much for the raid. Seriously, everybody follow Luca. If you'd like to watch people draft, he's really good at it. Entertaining too. Margaret! Remember Margaret? I remember. There's like another strange world where we are still playing this, right? Like the Viashino Pyromancer isn't bad if you want to be aggressive and kill people. Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, there's the Basilisk, but I'm going to take the Pyromancer and see where this takes me. Like, I could still be red-blue. We could be red anything. All I know is we got a Chaos Wand. Okay, Aviation Pioneer is really good. It's pretty easily the best card in this pack. So I think the Disciple's off. Honestly, I think we're blue-white from everything I've seen. Blue-white had kind of an artifact theme. Yeah, the good cards that are coming back are these. Need a spot for 1-drops. I do need to draft some 2-drops. This was our opening pack. It was kind of stinky dinky though. You could play Rustwing Falcon, believe it or not, but it really went in like a green-white deck that was going to try to slap a bunch of auras on it. The challenge is all of these cards kind of suck. So I think I'm going to take a Revitalize, which we're really unlikely to play. But I think we've settled into blue-white. What's up, Sean? How you be? The Swift Claw spinning is quite good for us. Guess there's still some world where we're doing red stuff, but it's unlikely. Somebody did gobble up both of those Call of the Cavalries. No, I would not put an axe in the bag. You can play good artifacts. That was one of the challenges of the format. Like, you can put Gearsmith Guardian in your deck, you can put Aviation Pioneer in your deck, you can put Chaos Wand in your deck. Why would you play an axe? Okay, this was the pack that had all the blue-white stuff and people took it. I'm a little nervous that we're going to get cut after getting signaled. But that may just be one of them, you know, it's been a long time since people have drafted it. The signals are difficult. I don't remember Johnny's Last Stand being very good. When the creature planeswalker dies, sack it, create a 4/4 white avatar creature token. Yeah, it's not very good. Field Creeper is surprisingly relevant early. I mean, you can love it, it's just not good in draft. I suppose you could think of it as a 4-mana 4/4 flyer, which would be good, but like you need to not be dying for it to work. There's an argument that it's yeah, fair enough. It may actually be the best card here, because then we would be looking to wield a Fin Creeper. Maybe I still take it. It's just such a bad top deck. I can take it though. You've sold me. Bloody hell. There's another Draconic Disciples. But we're really far away from that. We need to draft our seat at this point. And I think what our seat wants right now is a divination. It might be. Nomad, it might be. I can take the divination and then fill in the rest of this with 2 drops and be pretty happy. I wouldn't mind a removal spell, but this gives us 3 pieces of card advantage. I can get behind that. Hey, what's up, Dave? I don't think the Salvager will wheel. Yeah, the Merfolk that gets back a spell is really good, but we don't have any spells to get back, which means it's not really good. Okay. Thornhide Wolves is a house, which is what has me pausing here. I think if we're going to continue on path, we take the explosive apparatus. But again, I know some of my neighbors got into white. Like, we would play a Margaret now. We'd certainly play a Skilled Animator. Okay, this is not so bad, because there's cards here we would play. This is somewhat criminal. But, alright. Duel for Dominance was not particularly good, but it's a bit late for us to be thinking about going into green. Rabid Bite, however, was very good. So whoever was cutting green from us earlier has done a good job. At the time the format was out, Equations, there were people saying that Rabid Bite was unplayable. Content creators. Dude. Look at all of these solid cards I can't play. Green is so open from this side, it's disgusting. But I don't think I can get off of it. We're going to get hooked up in white in the last pack, so we've just got to stay the course, be a little scared, but it's going to be all right. I want the Invoke the Divine. I've already seen 2 enchantments go by that I can't beat. After that, we take every 2 and 3 drop we see and call it a deck. Or maybe we're the baddies? I need artifacts for my deck. I'm drafting a pile. We're not doing well in this event. If you were looking for me to win it, I have very bad news. If you were looking for me to make a splash on the way out, I have good news. We're pretty happy with Field Creeper because we do legitimately need artifacts. Like, I think that's the 2-drop we're most interested in. I'm not 100% to play the Millstone currently, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with what we have. I'm not super happy about the Revitalize either, but it could get in there. Did Johnny die in the M19 storyline? We could certainly run one Margaret. Tunnel. Horse. You would just draw the artifact from your graveyard, right? Yeah. So like that's nice with the apparatus, the creeper, anything if it gets milled. Well, how is it his last stand? I don't need 2 millstones, but I'll take the other field creeper. It's last stand, not last stand, obviously. But it was his last stand. But it can't be your last stand if you... I don't understand. We're going to get the white cards in the next pack. No one needs 2 millstone. You can win your last stand if you do it wasn't your last stand. Well, then you can never do it again once you've done it. Just over at that point. That late Thornhide Wolves is disgusting. But this is the pack we got past, like, inordinately good cards for blue and white in. I'm obviously taking the Beard Sword. This card is busted. So now, again, garbage 2 and 3 drops were good. We can't actually kill anything, but that's kind of fine. I understand the concept, folks. I'm being silly because it amuses me. my sense of humor is kind of weird. Boop. All right, let's have one removal spell in our deck. Just one. They made like 500 for the last season of Game of Valerians, but no one watched it. So now there's all these swords just sitting in a warehouse. Yeah, Dockhand was good too. There's always the question of, is it a ghost pirate or a pirate ghost, which we've really never fully resolved. How about if we have 2 removal spells? I told you blue-white would be open this way. Yeah, that's a real question. Was it a pirate before it died or after it died? Noki, you win a pumpkin. Valoron is an area of Bant, and the sigils are awarded to people who show great valor. So this is one of numerous swords that are sigiled and from that region. Remember, if it isn't from the Valoron region of Bant, it's just a sparkling magic sword. Knightly Valor is pretty freaking good too. The problem is I need 2 more 2-drops to make my deck, and I don't know if we're going to get them. I'd really like to. Come on down to Bill's and Johnny's Last Stand warehouse. It can't be his last stand. There's been 3 of them. You can't have 3 last stands. I don't understand. It's not how any of this works. Why are you taking the 2-drops now, y'all? There's literally not, I mean, we could play this Plains, I guess. I'm going to the bathroom. It'll be my last stand. Johnny, that's not what that means. I'm going for coffee. It's my last stand. Make a stand? I don't need to make one. There's already 500 of them. That's where all the stands come from. Welcome to the team Wall of Mist. I wouldn't say I'm happy about it, but I recognize when it's necessary. They call those cat trees. It's just because Tommy likes dwarfs, isn't it? I can run 18 mana with this too. I got 3 card advantage cards. Or we could run another Wall of Mist and hide behind it. And I think I want that. I'm taking the 2 millstones to bring in. We've got a whole secondary plan in our sideboard. It doesn't matter what color our deck is. The 2 best cards in it are these 2 swords. I just need to put those swords on something that can attack and we win. All right, I'm down for this. But I think I can get behind this. You like the Chandra and Mom hugging sleeves better? Fair enough. You're a woman of culture. We can use those. I think I'm pretty happy with this. It is just literally, I've got 2 swords, right? Like, this card's in cube. All right, round 1, fight. I can work with this. Remember Doom Dissenter? I remember. All right, let's try and kill him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mike. We're having to do it through chat. As Discord's down. Pioneer, no, it was only an M19. Yeah, it is incredibly borked right now. Sphene, thank you for the resub. Y'all spam some cats for Sphene. I hope things are going well in your world. Hey, you've won the thing before, Kenny. That's a good start, I would say. I think it's a game mechanic in Lighten. Caw. That's a good sword. All right, so we don't know a lot about what they're doing. Just that they've got some really strong creatures. We could run Knight's Pledge as a sorcery speed Doom Blade for a deckhand. I don't think we want the Millstone. Like, that's not our plan. Yeah, I think this is likely our best configuration for this fight. I'm going to run it back. I wish I would use the art from the right ones. Like, the deck's right, but it's got weird art. This works. Yeah, it's not even the right Luminous Bonds art. Sadly, you do not win a sweatsuit. You win some coffee. Really good coffee, though. Dare you to mind rot me.
What is more precious than life? Don't get squeamish on me.
She doesn't have a thing that makes you discard something, does she? No. It's kind of sad. It'd be really, really cool if she did. Afternoon, Scotty. Good to see you, bud.
Only I am free of death.
I guess we still take her out. Seems worth doing.
Well, they aren't useful to me alive.
All right. It was a good set. I think it was overall a good set. It's our best draw of planes. I think it might be.
I'll actually try next time.
Bloodspot does seem to have it in for you today, Scotty. I thought it was pretty cool. I need to have the explosive apparatus in the same turn. So we'll go after him next turn. This is only 2 damage, so I kind of need him to block like this, but it is the most obvious block. And like the Dwarven Priest isn't the threat, it's the sword. Countest thou to 3? That was not the one I meant to click. Believe it or not, I did mean to attack with the 5/5, but that's okay. It's a good sword. It's a good sword. You're a good sword. Yes, you are. All right, we back for round 2. Let's do this. All right, we could use a blue. I would not say no to a blue. I have a theory that he's on the mill deck. My theory is confirmed. And we're probably losing. But mostly because we're not hitting blue. But that would explain why their last match took so long. There's some good news for us. I think we can beat that. There's also some bad news in that, like, without blue mana, we're not really going to be able to pull it off. We did draft some enchantment removal, which is really good because we're going to need it. We can also just kind of over sideboard if we want to, because it looks like some of our more defensive cards we probably don't need. Patient Rebuilding was a lot of fun from this set too. I constantly argued that you didn't need other mill cards to make it good, because like on its surface it just did what it did and was pretty good. I don't think I can beat him without either sword. I think this is likely dead for us. I don't mind him seeing the rest of the deck because we're going to make some, I think, pretty significant changes to it. Good grief. Okay, so we're not removing our removal, but we are very much dead. So a couple of things I want to do. One is bring in a couple of millstones. 2, I want to invoke the divine. I don't want these walls. They're not doing anything. I don't mind going to 41 cards, but I don't really think we should be trying to oversideboard and get him. Like, that's not really quite how you do this. I think it's reasonable because our deck is interested in having some artifacts. And if he's set up to basically answer creature threats and then try to get me, this might be a way we can kind of get him back. Which I like. I don't think I care for the Knightly Valor as much here. I might rather just have the Sea Serpent. And I think I'm just going to run 41. Because it pleases me. All right, we got both colors of mana. That's something. Oh my god, that was the wrong order. Sorry. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I was gonna do Aviation Pioneer into Skilled Animator, and then I didn't. And I really wish I could tell you why. I guess it was so that I can try to mill him out. Like, my brain was on, we're gonna cast the 3-drop. I went to cast the 3-drop. It didn't work out for me. That's frustrating. So he's milling me for 2 each turn without doing anything, and I'm milling him for 2 each turn, but I have to keep chugging on this, which is uncomfortable, but I don't have much of a choice. At issue, this has to be opponent, right? Yeah. I'm going full behind if I don't find more lands. Which, interestingly, I was never, ever, ever going to draw. So I do find that interesting. That's a little frustrating. But that's on me. I clearly clicked the wrong card. This is mill racing, yes. He's at 12. We're at 12. We mill for 4, and then 4 more, and I think we're okay. It's pretty amazing, Skullinate. Enjoy. All right, he's at 5 cards, so he will win currently. I kind of have to fire this off on my turn and hope he doesn't have a cancel. Meh, I can still make him do it on his turn. No cancel. Okay. That's magic. I don't mind going down in that way, and I'm glad I screwed up the order so we got to experience that. That's a good time. That's a good time. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons. Thank you to Paul, Punk, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Michael, Brandon, and John. You guys rock.